come out of you today. Hey, this is Natalie Griffin, and I'm here with my friend David Fuller, who's joining me today to talk a little bit about his journey through Dharma School. And I'm so excited about it. So, David, tell me a little bit about why did you come to Dharma School? What brought you in the door?
Curiosity.
Yeah?
Curiosity. I'd been seeing the fly around,
Mm-hmm.
and I had done some stuff with shamanics way back in the past. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm back in the area. Let me check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was purely curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
But what convinced me to do Dharma School was once I walked into the intro shops and saw you working. The thing I remember the most was when I first met you, you saw me. And that was the most significant part. Not meaning just physically saw me, but you saw energetically where I was at and what was going on. And that was like, whoa, this person's got something going on. I need to understand what she's doing. And then just to see you work with people in the intro class and the shifts that people were able to experience in that, it's really what convinced me.
Those intro workshops can be so powerful. I remember, I think we were at West Hartford Yoga.
I came to two of yours. I had to check you out.
You're a junkie.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, you got to check it out. Make sure it's a good fit. I totally get it. I'm so glad that you came along for the ride. So once you got into Dharma School, what were some of the things that really touched your journey and shifted your journey?
Wow.
Maybe there's one. I don't know.
Well, I was going to say every Dharma session or session we had opened something. I think the big one for me first was learning not to ride the triangle, understanding about the triangle. And I'm like, oh my God. And then seeing how the patterns I had in my life had represented that triangle. And my significant relationships had all entered the triangle in a certain place, all shifted to one spot, and then ended in the same spot. But it was all about riding that triangle.
Tell everybody, in your journey on the triangle, what was the role that you kept getting caught in? And, describe it.
Rescuer, Superman.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to save everybody.
You wanted to save everybody. I'll never forget. It was so sweet. And from such a strong place in your heart to be of service.
Yeah.
But what did you learn about playing the rescuer all the time?
I burnt the cape, got rid of the S, and I'm not doing that anymore. There's a price to pay. It's a price to pay for myself. It's a price to pay for the people that I am trying to rescue, and how we put people in roles, and then we're trying to be responsible for all the spots, and it's just overdone. So
it can be exhausting.
Yeah, but just recognizing that was significant for me. I mean, it shifted me back at least 20, 30 years because I saw the patterns of my life, and it's just always been that way.
When you shifted out of the rescuer role, what do you feel like changed for you? What impact did that have?
Not owning the outcome of everything. I mean, I'm a big believer in the spirit and how the spirit controls your life, but there's still a part that I was thinking I played and I had to do. And just getting out of that changed how I approach a lot of things. And when I find myself writing any particular role on a triangle now, it's like, no, step back. What's going on here? Let's look at it from all the sides. Then what's the best way to operate so that it's not costly? Energetically, being a rescuer had cost me. And that is what I needed to shift out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that you're not doing that, how is your life different now? Or what has shifted for you since Dharma School?
Wow. Wow. What has shifted? Everything has shifted. The way I see the world has shifted significantly from being able to view it from the different spots on the medicine wheel and from the low side to the high side, and then deciding what's my best action for me as a being of how to handle something or to work around something. That's been significant. Understanding that we all have stories and we can either get into our stories or change our stories. That was powerful for me. And I think now I come more from that. When I find myself in something, it's like, hey, what's the story here? And how do you shift? Even when I encounter people, it's just amazing when you see everybody has a story, and then you start hearing their story, and you're like, okay, this is a story.
I know that story.
Yeah. And that to me has been significant. And just being able to really have tools to help people with, opposed to where before, and when you talk about things that were significant, learning how to hold space for people was significant for me, because
right.
before, as a rescuer, I was like, let me jump in and give all I got and that'll do it. And now just learning to hold space for people and to hear people when they say, I want help with something has been significant, because I'm not wasting my energy trying to save somebody when they're not really looking to be saved or want to be saved. So that's been really significant.
That is significant.
Yeah,
and that's
me.
hard. That's a strong place to be. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
But it does give people, I think, the chance then to help themselves, to see how strong they really are. And I think when we were always in the rescuer role, and I used to do the same thing all the time, then we really robbed them of realizing the strength and control that they have over their own situation.
And
that's impressive.
Yeah, that to me, like I said, has been powerful, because, before I was like giving it all and jumping in and we can change this. And sure, I do it to a degree now, but I also have a boundary, a safe boundary. I can't do that, because if you're not ready to go there, why am I setting your life for you? You decide. So I just think perceiving the world differently now has been a significant part of my journey.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Well, is there anything that you want to say to anybody that might be thinking about doing Dharma School?
Sure.
I'm nervous about what he's going to say. What are you going to say?
Okay. This has not been bleeped.
5 minutes.
So,
no, I'm just kidding.
For me, no disrespect, but this shit works. And that's the most significant one. What I loved about it is when you go through Dharma School, as much as you're going to learn about tools, you're really learning to heal yourself and to address your own issues and things that are going on. But then you're also getting the tools that are going to help you through the rest of your life. Whenever you find yourself in a moment, you have so many tools you can call on and be able to do things with. And to me, that was just significant. When I came back here, I came back because my father passed away.
Right.
But it was an interesting time for me, because it was a chance to review my total life. From this is where I grew up and started, had hope and aspirations. And I went out to the world and had a chance to experience those things, successes and failures. And then I came back, and I'm sitting back in the spot that I grew up in. And it was like a review of my life. But what was nice about that is I was going through Dharma School while I was struggling through the review process. And the tool, it seems like every tool that we had in Dharma School said, okay, look, here's something that you weren't aware of, like the ancestor thing, or this is a family line and you need to learn how to remove that, or these are the binds that you have on, the sacred cows that we have. Learning those things at that time was significant, because opposed to being depressed and saddened about what I was going through, this was teaching me how to be free. Even though I was reviewing my life, it was taking all the shackles off and saying, no, you're still not limited. These are just things that are part of your story. And that was powerful for me. I mean,
Amen.
it's just like, I believe sometimes that's the only reason why I've been back here, is because I needed to go through that along with my grieving process. But it gave me tools to just say, don't be limited by all this. So, yeah. So, if you're thinking about Dharma School, don't wait, don't delay, sign up now. It's a phenomenal experience. And if you get the opportunity, and you will get the opportunity to see Natalie work, and that is magic. That is just pure magic.
Thank you.
So, that's my recommendation.
Thank you, David Fuller.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in today and sharing your story. And thank you for joining us. I told you it was going to be 5 minutes, but it's awesome when he talks, isn't it? I could listen to him talk all day. All right, this is David and Natalie, and we are checking out from Naughty Shaman HQ, where we like to keep the sacred a little bit wild and totally real. Thanks.